So real. Haters gon' say it's fake.
That was Pressing by Anthony KD, and before that we had Milliwatt by Sunshine and Diva, and we had Zigzag on a Yellow Cone Rhythm by D-Boy. And now we are joined by Sir Influential. How are you doing? How are you doing today?
Yes, I am here, I am well, I'm feeling blessed. Thank you very much for having me.
Good.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure to be on the Sunday Shutdown Show.
It's a pleasure to have you here. So did you get here all right?
Yes, it was good. Shadwell station is not far at all. Big easy walk, so yeah. It was a blessing. And see the sun's out as well, so even better.
Is it? I'm seeing rain. I don't know.
The sun is out
It's
now.
out.
The sun
Okay.
is out now.
Okay.
Thankfully, the sun is out now.
See, Sir Influential's bringing that sunshine. He's
Bringing that heat all the time.
He's bringing it. So tell the listeners what it is that you actually do, because obviously you kind of host, you're a mic man, you're a promoter, so talk to us more about that.
First and foremost, I'm a part of Flags. So I'm part of Flags both to do with their events. So Soca on the Roof, Dance on the Roof, Soca Madhouse, Bounce vs Soca, Tropical Heat, just to name a few. Soca Local as well, Dance with Dynamite. All those different events I'm a part of and up to promo. Then I'm also a part of Flags Mass Band, which is obviously Nottingham Carnival Mass Band. If you find us also at Thornton Heath Carnival, Manchester Carnival, so I help out with that as well. And I'm also as you said, a host / mic man / brand manager for Flag Sound. So group of very, very thriving and up-and-coming DJs, multi-genre sound. So we do dancehall, Afrobeat, soca, hip hop, you name it, we can play, we can rock the party, and yeah, that's what I do.
Amazing. So like I see you obviously from your Instagram and stuff, you're a very, very, very busy man. So how did you actually start doing like all of this stuff in terms of like promoting and things?
Well, I started out years ago just helping friends do their little parties. They used to do them in penthouses and a few small venues here and there. And then eventually over time, you kind of grow out of that, and then you go to college, you go to uni, and then I used to go to the Flags events years ago when they were in Excelsior and Ballon. And then as I grew to like soca more and more, a few friends that I met at uni introduced me to Soca Friends and other fets like that, and also the Flag Soca fets as well, the DVSs. I started to go to those more, and then I was basically handpicked by one of the members to promote Soca Weekender, which is what you're seeing on my t-shirt now. So he was like, yeah, he likes that I'm a very social person. I get around, I seem to be getting on with people very well, and I enjoy being in the limelight, so to speak, and having a good time. So I was kind of handpicked to promote Soca Weekend, and then from there, before that, I went with Flags to Rotterdam Carnival. This probably was about 2013 or 14. I went with them, and then from there, they're like, yeah, we like this guy's energy, he has a good vibe, let's bring him on board fully and see what he can do for us and how we can help him as well. So that's where it started from there, and then ever since then, it's evolved into now. We have Soca Weekend happening twice a year, so we just had Dubai earlier on in May for Dubai Soca Fest. That was amazing. Obviously, Dubai Soca Fest is coming again next year in April this time. That's how it's all kind of started, really, and then.
Cool. Took it from there. All right. So, in terms of the events that you promote, what are the range of events? Because I'm talking like obviously like wet fets, karaoke stuff. I've seen you do as well. So, like, just talk to us a bit more.
So it's very broad. We don't limit ourselves to just parties or fets, as they say in the soca scene. We do Flags Comedy, which has just happened a few weeks ago. We had major hype coming in. We had Judy Love, Babatunde, and Ori Styler as well. So look out for the next Flag Comedy coming soon. We also do the karaoke, so Soca Roke, which is basically my event. That's a Soca karaoke night, games night as well, that we said, yeah, let's bring that to the scene and see how they enjoy that, facilitate that. So that's coming back soon as well. It's called Soca Roke the Social, because it's more of a social thing, so let's get people to come out and enjoy, not everyday party.
More of a line.
Relax, have a bite to eat, socialize, play some games, bonding in that way. We also have obviously the BVS phone party, which is what was in the summer. This year was an outdoor phone party, which was very, very nice. People enjoy that. also do the Soca dances, the Dance of Dynamites. There's so much.
Yeah, there's a lot.
There's a lot that happens. Obviously, the weekend is away. There's Afro House.
Yeah.
So there's a lot, but mainly what we focus on really is the dancehall and the soca, because that is what flags represents the Caribbean. So, but you might see us get into comedy or Afro House or even probably Afro beats.
Right.
So we can cater for everybody.
Yeah.
Hip hop as well, R&B, grime possibly. Dancehall and soca are the main focuses.
I see. Okay. So in terms of your name, So Influential, who actually came up with that?
I gave myself the name years ago in secondary school. I was sitting in my French class and I had the funny idea of getting my friend that was sat beside me to shoot his umbrella in my other friend's head just for fun, just to cause.
It's not nice.
Yeah, it's not nice, but when you're an influential person, you can get people to do anything. So I said to him, just do it, Dan. Just knock him in his head, just for a laugh, because the class was boring and the teacher wasn't in the room at the time.
Okay.
So he knocked him in his head, and then the other friend was turning and slapped him in the face, and they started fighting. And it was, in hindsight now, it wasn't good, but at the moment it was the funniest thing to watch and to eventually obviously stop. So from then I realized that I'm very, very influential. And obviously the more I went out and partied, and I realized, hold on, I'm always the person that's getting people to do something, to dance and do that, and basically liven up the place. Yeah. So I said, you know what, I'm very influential. Like people said to me, yeah, you know, you're very influential. So I said, okay, you know what? In 2015, when Flag Sound was created, I said, yeah, I need to have a name. If I want to be a host, and there's probably I need to have a name. So I said, you know what, Sir Influential, I don't want to just be Mr. I want to be Sir, so that it's a serious thing. Like, I'm very serious about influencing you. Like when you hear me on the mic, I'm the captain, I'm the one in control. So you do as I say, you follow my lead, and I gave myself that name, and it's now starting to stick with people more. So when you see Sir Influential, you know you're gonna have a good time. You're gonna have to do what he says, because he's not gonna stop until you do what he says. And he's gonna make you do something that you're gonna enjoy doing. Yeah. So whether we're pouncing on, whether we're jumping up, whether we're shaku, whether we're Jenna bouncing, whatever I tell you to do, you need to do it, because it's gonna be a good thing for you. Yeah. So yeah.
So it's not really Simon said, it's more like So Influential says, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay. What do you think it takes, obviously, aside from being influential, it's like, how do you think you get to that point? Because let's say if I'm with my friends, right, and I'm like, guys, come on, let's dance. It's like, no, lads, I don't want to do it. Like, I feel like there's only certain types of people who can do that, but it's like, what do you feel it takes to actually make you be able to be like that?
You have to be versatile, you have to be confident enough yourself, and you have to be able to read people.
Right.
So if you know your friend needs a bit of a catalyst, you need to know the different catalysts. So some friends, you need to just put your arm around them and they will start following your movement, and they'll start to dance. Okay. Some friends, you hand them a drink, they start to dance. Right. Some friends, you need to pre-drink them at home and give them some food, start to dance. Yeah. Some friends need to have a little fag outside, and then they'll loosen up, and then they'll start to dance. So you need to know what each person's catalyst is to get them moving. And also, in saying that, you also need to know what moves them. So, do you need to whisper in their ear? Do you need to point at them and tell them, listen, you're doing what I say, and eventually they'll do it? Do you need to look them in the eye? Do you need to engage their other friend who's already bubbling to get them involved? Because when you engage the one friend, it's like a domino effect. They will follow on suit as well. Most times, not all the time, most times. And obviously, you also need to hope and pray that you know their musical taste. So you know, okay, right. They want to hear, for example, when you're in a fete, they want to hear Bashment Soca from Barbados. So you need to know that, alright, cool, that crew hasn't been moving for a while. As soon as the Bashment Soca comes on, I'm going to target them and make them the center of attention to build up their vibe and their hype. And I'm hoping that their energy will be so massive that it spreads around to everybody else that's already bubbling, and then you have everybody moving. So if when the Grenadians come, you don't need to do much for the Grenadians. They already got the party themselves. So you try to look and see who are the already bubbling people and what are they doing, and then you use them to feed onto your energy and obviously you follow what they say and you do what they say. Because sometimes you go to a party and people are looking at you like, I want to have this. Okay, cool. I know what you want to have, but we need to build a vibe.
Yeah.
So work with me.
Yeah.
I work with you.
Yeah.
And we get a vibe going like that.
Yes.
So that's what it takes. It takes confidence, versatility, and knowing how to speak to people, how to be serious, how to be funny, run a joke with it.
Yeah.
When you see her dancing in a particular way, change that. Oh, I want you to dance like this.
Right.
Or when you see a guy coming to approach her, no, my man, this is not the time for you to come and do the dancing with her.
Yeah.
She's showing us her skills, what she's practicing in front of her bedroom mirror, or the bathroom mirror, and the hallway mirror.
Yeah.
We need to see this now.
Yeah.
I need it to go up on Instagram,
Yes.
YouTube, Snapchat, Facebook, so that way the event can look amazing. So
Exactly.
I can show you that, we're working the crowd right. So it's very important to know how to read people, and then you need to know, okay, cool, my man, now you can come in, but I want you to go slow first.
Yes.
I want you to catch her rhythm fast. So
See, I'm glad you actually realise it's not all women want to dance with guys necessarily all the time, all day long, you know? Some women just want to catch a vibe on their own. So in terms of then influencing a crowd, for example, when you were hosting with Flags at Nottingham Carnival on Sunday when the weather was disgusting, how do you build them up in weather like that? Do you understand? I know Soca kind of gets people in the mood anyway, but still, if it was me, I don't really want to be dancing or anything like that.
Again, carnival, rain. So straight off the back, some people love a wet fit. For those that don't love a wet fit and need a vibe, you need to take them through the eras of soca. So you chip in down the road and stuff like that, and you build up. I need a woman by my side. You build from songs like that, and then you also engage each person. So you find out where everybody's from. So you know people generally tend to walk with their flags. So you start to highlight the flags. Okay. Big up the Jamaicans, big up the Trinis, big up the Guyanese, big up the Bajans. Okay, hold on, we have somebody from Montserrat, big up the Montserratians, big up the people from Turks and Caicos, big up the people from British Virgin Islands, US Virgin Islands, big up the Grenadians, of course, big up the people from St. Kitts and Nevis, big up the people from St. Vincent. You can't leave out the Vinci Massive, the Vinci. No, not at all. Big up people from Antigua, from Bermuda, big up people from Carriacou, Petite Martinique, big up people from Curacao, which is obviously the Dutch island as well. Then you obviously from there you have the Dutch soca lovers, Suriname, French Guyana. You then also have to bring up the Africans that are on the road with us as well, because obviously, you know, Nottingham Carnival is quote unquote Caribbean influenced and built up a foundation wise. Obviously over the years, immigration and migration has caused a lot of Africans to now live in the UK as well in London, and they're now involved in the carnival. They're adapting to the culture and enjoying the culture in and of its natural form, so to speak. So you then also, you tell people, okay, take a sip of your drink, whatever you're drinking, take a sip of that. Hug up your friend. Don't worry about the rate of a party, and then you also have to coordinate with your DJ and make sure that you know what he's playing and what vibe he's trying to build. I said to him, look, I've got 15 women over here on the side by a wall. I want them to start dancing. So you start to play some more up-tempo, hard pumping bass. You speak to your sound engineer in your truck who's going to alternate your bass for you to get that pumping up. Once the bass starts to hit you, and you start to drink and you start to feel a vibe, naturally will come. So you start off slow and you build it up like that, but you don't rush the build up because you don't want to get to judging point and then you've already done all the hit songs, and then after judging point you're just like, oh well, I've made them split in the middle, I've made them jump and just made them bend their back, I've made them move their tail, I've made them touch down, I've made them rock and come in. Jeune for me, I've made them do everything like that, and now the last lap or the last 2 laps, there's nothing for them to do. So it's very, very important that you gauge and pace your crowd. And I would say encourage them to drink responsibly, take their time, remind them that okay, if you need to go off and get food, you can go and get food and come back. And because once you start drinking and you're in the rain, it's all right.
You don't really care.
You don't really care anymore.
So talking of drinks, right? I saw a post of you with the Flags Bacardi bottle. So how did that actually happen? And is that actually like a flavoured like thing, or is it like it was just your own label, like your own test?
So Bacardi reached out to Flags Mass Band because they wanted to get us on board from the UK perspective for their branding called Spirit of Carnival Sound of Rum. So if you notice when you go on Bacardi's Instagram, they have a video of them going through the different carnivals both here in the UK and in Barbados and some other parts of the world, and you'll notice the Flags Mass Band costumes from last year in that video. So they got us on board like that, and then this year is just adding on. So now this year Flag Sound played at their musical stage in Powis Square. So when we got there, we saw the flags bottles.
Yeah.
So yeah, and obviously we have a drink with them.
Okay.
It's called the flagship.
Okay.
So you're gonna see more and more about that very, very soon. Obviously people are drinking at the Casa Bacardi music stage. That's what it's called, Casa Bacardi music stage.
Yeah.
And it's a very broad stage because they do not just dancehall and soca, they do Afro beats as well. They basically they're in the party scene, and that's just how you pop it. So it was a very, 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 very good experience to actually start Monday Congo with your band, get your band warmed up already and onto the route. Then we had two of us had to leave, myself and DJ Magical, to perform at Bacardi's Casa Bacardi stage. We rocked that crowd, we built that crowd up, and then other people came on. Mr. Vegas was there, Steph London, Mr. Easy, Suspect. You had also Major Lazer as well, Surrocy. So many big names, and then for us, Flag Sound was still growing and thriving to be starting off the excitement and the thing, and the energy was a brilliant experience. So yes, we have a drink with them, and yes, you're going to see that more and more. So look out for that. It's called the flagship.
Get some insight of the flavourings, or we want to know?
No, you can get some insight. It's the flagship has Bacardi raspberry in it, and raspberry syrup, lime, and a few other things. Big up Bacardi all the way. They've been pushing us, we're pushing them, and it's a brilliant union. And the drink is amazing. On the day, I tried 3 other drinks because they had other drinks for only for artists, and
cool.
I don't want to be biased, but I always tasted the best out of all 3. So yeah, make sure you look out for the flagship. Make sure you're following Bacardi on all the socials. Make sure you're following Flags Mass Band and Flag Sound on all the socials as well.
I'll definitely be keeping an eye out for that. I definitely want to try it. Was it that Flags kind of got to decide what flavour it would be, or did they put it forward and say, are you guys happy with that, or like? They
just surprised us on the day.
Okay.
We didn't know anything. All we knew that we were just coming to perform on the music stage. They took us to the backstage where all the artists are. We had our space, and we were like, oh, here's your drink.
That's so
Look
cool.
on the table, there's your drink, the bottles, and then they had a cocktail menu, and you saw like basically all the artists had their own drink.
Right.
So
okay.
Flags for Flags to have their own drink or the flagship was like wicked amazing, and we had cups and everything, so it was just brilliant.